everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another video. So we're actually doing a tag video today. I'm actually doing a convention tag that was tagged by someone on YouTube that I know very well, Lita Kino. Definitely go check her channel out. She's an awesome YouTuber. She does blogs too, so you can go find her blog information from her website. But definitely go subscribe to her. I'll leave her a link to her channel in the description box below. Now, if you guys have tagged me in a video recently, I apologize I haven't gotten around to doing it. It's more so probably because I just chose not to. And it's not because I'm trying to ignore anyone, because I know several people that did, ask me to do tags. It's just because I don't want to keep doing the same tags over and over again. The reason why I was able to do the convention tag is because this is the first time I ever did a convention tag, and I think it's really cool. I will tag various people at the end of the video. I'll tell you guys and girls who it is there, but I'll be saving that to the end of the video, so, watch the tag first, and then obviously you get the information for that. But I'm also going to be reading off my phone, so I do apologize if I look down. It's not because I'm trying to ignore you guys. It's the best way for me to actually look at the questions. So for the first question, what was your first convention? So my first convention actually was Comic-Con. It was 2015, I believe, it was 2015, yeah. And I had never gone to a convention of that caliber before. I actually really wanted to always go to Comic-Con because I've lived in New York most of my life, obviously. And when Comic-Con came to the city, I think way back in like 2001-ish, around that time period, I was really excited to do it. But the thing was that at the time, I heard mixed rumors about it. Like, some people said it was really chaotic. Some people said it wasn't done that great at the first time. And then as, of course, time went by, they learned more of how to do the convention. They learned more of the organization methods that they would have to employ in the Javits Convention Center where it's held. So when I finally got to a point, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I want to go to a convention. I decided that was my first one to go to. And obviously that answers the second question, where was it? It's Comic-Con in New York City. It's in the Javits Center. Javits Center is roughly around, I want to say, like 40th Street, a little less than that. I always forget exactly where it is, but it's around that area. Did I go alone? Yeah. When I went to my first convention, I actually went by myself. What was interesting about that was it's kind of, I'll be honest with you guys, because I was a little nervous, even though I was already, at the time, 25 years old. But it's weird because it's such a packed convention. I've really never gone to an event that was that busy before. And I walked around and I saw just how many people were not even just dressed up as, both anime and cartoon and comic book characters, but people that were fans that were just walking around just to get at the atmosphere. It was really nerve-wracking, I won't lie. My second year, I went, actually, one of the days I went with my friend, and we had a good time going there, I don't know, for me, I like going with the group. I also like going with myself. I think that both have their own, pros and cons to them, definitely. Alright, question 3, did you go alone? Yeah, I already answered that. Oh, so I'm sorry, question 4 was one that. What was your first impression? My first impression of Comic-Con 2015 was, holy crap. That was the best way to put it in my face. Like, my face was just overwhelmed by not only seeing fans of various anime and comic book characters, even video games, but just seeing that, the reactions of people. Like, one thing I really thought was kind of cool was that you could walk around if you bumped into someone by accident, because obviously it was so crowded. They didn't flip out on you. They didn't get pissed off at you. I think had one experience with someone getting kind of annoyed, but for the most part, it's something that I guess every fan was like, oh no, it's okay, no worries, I'm sorry, I bumped into you too. It was a very polite setting, and it was something I was like, wow, you almost think that you see so many thousands of people in a room, you get, oh, one of these guys is gonna be a real asshole, or maybe all of them will be, but for the most part, they were all really kind people. I really enjoyed just not only breathing in the atmosphere of this place, but more so seeing the people and the reaction to what they loved in both comic and anime worlds. Question 5, what was your first panel? Unfortunately, technically did not go to a panel. I watched a little bit of a panel. I think it was related to The Walking Dead. I saw a little bit of that. I also saw one my second year of going to Comic-Con. I saw a Ruby panel, a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole thing though. But for the most part, I have not actually ever sat through a panel. I do plan on doing that probably this year coming, because I'm actually going to go to Comic-Con 2017 in New York. I'm going to actually be probably seeing a panel if I can. Alright, question number, I believe it is 6, Rad. First impressions of the dealer's room, I was blown away, man. The sheer amount of volume of things you can purchase and seeing the stuff that people sell, and it's really just kind of awe-inspiring. As a writer, I've never thought of ever going to a place to sell my my novels or my short stories or poems, etc. But artists, they have these really nice displays where you almost think that this person either drew the art for the character themselves, or you almost think sometimes, not to insult the original creators, but you almost think that their work is just as good or even if not better sometimes. It's crazy. And you know, it's very affordable. You know, I understand these people have to make a living, so you know, $25, $30 on a piece of art may seem like a lot of money, especially how big in comparison they are to, you know, what you're looking at. But you have to also think about it in this sense that, yeah, they need to do that though, because that's how they make money. And you know, that's their only means of like making extra money for the convention and stuff like that, purchasing all that extra stuff there. But you know, even besides that, like the amount of stuff you could buy in terms of like, there was video games, there was anime, obviously because it's Comic-Con, that there is a focus on comic books. I'll be honest with you though, my second year, this is really kind of deeping away from the question a little bit, I do apologize for that, but my second year of going to Comic-Con, I was very surprised that for the most part, there was a lot more anime than there was comic book stuff. You know, I was very blown away by that. There was, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of comic book stuff, but I saw Crunchyroll there, I saw various other light novel publishers, I saw various mangaka, I saw, for example, I think it was my second year I went there, I saw the creator of Naruto, I saw him there. I thought that was really cool. I mean, I unfortunately could not get his autograph or anything like that. I'm not really into getting people's autographs, to be honest with you, but you know, I saw him, and I think that was really cool to see him interacting with both fans and stuff like that. And you know, one thing about him was that he was always smiling the whole time. Like, he wasn't, you know, disappointed or pissed off that there was a lot of people online. He was just, you could see that he really enjoyed seeing the fans' reaction to his work and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, you know, it's definitely, the dealer's room was probably one of the coolest things about Comic-Con. And what was the best part of the convention? Yeah, probably the dealer's room. You know, to me, honest to God, one thing I think that was so cool about the dealer's room was the fact that you saw the sheer amount of, like, how do I put it? The sheer amount of fandom that people have. You know, it's like, don't get me wrong, everywhere around you see people wearing costumes, and, you know, of course, obviously, cosplay, etc. But the thing was that in the dealer's room, the whole area, these people were just sitting there, you know, for the most part, and they were there probably the whole day for the most part, or, you know, there for several hours before swapping out with someone else. But they weren't, you know, tired. They didn't look like they were bored. They looked like they were enjoying being there, showing their work, showing what they had to sell, etc. And I think that was cool, to be honest with you. I thought that was really, really just mind-boggling that you can have so many people in an area, and, you know, instead of being bored where you don't have a lot of people buying stuff from you, obviously, or you have only a few people, you see the reactions of people and how they really love this stuff. So I thought that the dealer's room was definitely one of my favorite parts. Kind of adding to this question, and this is just me adding, you don't have to do this yourself. My second favorite part of Comic-Con, and just in general, was the atmosphere. You know, I think a lot of people say that, obviously, when you go to a convention, it's like, oh, you know, you breathe in that atmosphere of everyone around you being super joyous or being super into whatever you're all celebrating there. But if you've never gone to a convention, I'll say this right now, there is definitely this kind of like nuance to it where you go in there and you don't know what to expect if it's your first time. I didn't know what to expect my first time going to Comic-Con, and yet I was like just blown away. It was almost like a force of wind hitting me, going, wow, this is what it is to be among people that love what you love too, and are respectful of it. Because, you know, we don't get to see that all the time, especially in the world of, you know, online and anime stuff in general. You don't see that all the time. You see people respecting one another, but at times you also see people insulting and stuff like that. Not there. That was the weird part. Like, you didn't see people going like, oh, you're tasting anime shit, or you're tasting comic books and shit. No, you didn't see that. People go, oh, you know, I respect that, you know. That was crazy to me. I've never seen that before in my life. And to see so many people kind of embodying that concept, that was really cool. Alright, so the people I'm deciding to tag in this, if hopefully you guys are still around for this, is I'm going to be tagging the anime-inspired pianist. I want to see his reactions with this. I will be tagging, I believe, Habit, and I will be tagging Memory and K. So definitely, I'll leave links to their channels in the description box below. Definitely go check them out. As always, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day, everyone. God bless you all. Bye-bye.